Good morning, children. How are you? Today's video is all about the cubicles. We have moved cubicles, we've taken the hardware off the cubicles and we've put it across in the shed. So next week we have a couple of extra people coming to help put the cubicles in and hopefully get the cladding on the front of the shed if it arrives in time, which I'm fingers crossed it does. But yeah, I just thought we'd try and have a little bit of a tidy up and make things as organised as possible and as easy as possible. So we were doing the menial work and the guys that are coming can actually just get on with, you know, actually putting the cubicles in. So yeah, enjoy. Oh, Inky! Inky's at the wrong farm on the trailer. Oh, that's just so narrowly avoided. Come here, please. Narrowly avoided absolute catastrophe. Oh my God. So stupid. Let's put her in the car. We had a ginger cat called Thomas years ago. And Big Roy opened his van door up the top of Staymore, which is how many miles away? 15 miles away, something. And opened his door and Tom jumped out on the top of Staymore on a mountain. And he was like, oh, that's it. Just a completely different end of the day, but I'll just finish that story off because I'm really terrible for starting a story and then just like forgetting what I was talking about. Thomas jumped out on Staymore. He was absolutely fine. He wandered round for a minute, checked some sheep, jumped back in the van and went back home. And Big Boy was like, he's better than a dog. But yeah, that was my story that I never finished and I'm really sorry. So I'm inserting it here. Inky, where have you gone? Come on, this isn't home. Where are you? I know what you're doing. What are you doing up here? What did you get? Did you get a mouse for your troubles? Right, we'll just be done with it. Don't mess with it. Don't mess with it. Just kill it. Inky, you are confined in the car. We're home. What happened? Have I had a road trip? Meow. Meow. Have you seen this? Can I show you? It's the sun, the actual warm, proper sun, not like the glimpse through the cloud sun, as in it's a sunny day. The only problem is like I'm overdressed, like I'm so sweaty, it's untrue. That was nearly my toe. No, I think it's them. I think I need to be in here. Me and Roy are talking. Right, keep that there in your mind's eye and then look at this space here. So, Gray's Way, bear with me, let me stand far enough away that I can point. Gray's Way stops here, right? Up to that girder and, you know, there, right? So this way, this is space that can't be done anything with. So the back of here, we had it in our minds that the back of there, from there, that corner over there, was going to be the vet pen or the freshly card heifer's pen or, you know, whatever, the pen that the robot shed off into. What's this? What is this? So, would it be better to utilise the cubicles instead of in a bank of cubicles in a square in the middle, which would make it really hard work to scrape around with any kind of machine, robotic, tractor, anything? It would all be done by hand. Would it be better to utilise this as your cubicles all the way down that wall? And would it be easier for not only you to scrape out, but the cows to be able to get in and out? And I don't know, would you use them as... What about Tom Pennines has his little AI stalls, doesn't he? We're just wondering. This is just no idea what this is. What does it say on the plans that this is? Nothing. Where are the plans?
The last programme has bits to drop in. At one point we're having the feed tower inside.
Well, yeah, exactly.
What was that game that the kids used to play? Was it Sims or something?
I love The Sims. Did you play it? No, you probably didn't even have a computer, did you? I bet you didn't even watch telly. Weirdo. Yeah, at one point there was going to be a feed tower inside in the middle here, but then we obviously moved that outside to over here. Then the offices weren't going to be here. No, sorry, the storeroom was going to be in that corner, But then obviously you realise that you've got to take all your sundries and God knows what here, so it was easier. Then we were going to have an office above the robot, but then we've ended up with, that's the office there. Where's the plan? Oh yeah, we were gonna put like a gantry across, weren't we? At one point, like it's all just changed and evolved. Dean's had a massive influence. Dean's made us see sense in some respects because we got a bit carried away, I think. Really.
I've always had it about the cattle grazing outside.
Yeah.
I know you can't see it yet because it's not concreted, but it's huge. There's no traffic jams or anything like that.
No, it's a big space, isn't it?
Free.
Yeah, it's quite a large, like all this here is just loafing area, which is, it might seem like, funnily enough though, to other people it seems like an excessive waste of space, but actually going forward I think that's going to be a requirement, especially when you look at what supermarket was it asking people to destock their chicken sheds. I think it's coming. It is coming, whether we like it or not. So hopefully we'll be slightly ahead of the game for that. But I would like to say, he just said it himself, it'd be so much easier because I'll just forget what he's just said and say it wrong and get in trouble. Gary and Dean have said, let's not get obsessed over where things are going right now this second, because there's always the option to core into the concrete, with this here actually, just to be able to put posts and whatnot in. It is not the end of the world. Oh no, wait, they were there. I don't know where they went. There was some cores somewhere, and not, you know, the cores. Go on, leave me breathless. Do, do, come on. Do, 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 yeah, yeah, do, 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 do. The daylight's fading slowly.
There's always something missing. Someone has to make a run down to the store. There's always something in the oven. Someone's always on the phone. Your uncle's dropping in just when you want to be alone. No place like home. No place like home. No place like home. No place like.
These here are to hold the brisket board in. Well, it's not technically brisket board, it's pipe. So that's to hold them in. So they are a long way off being needed. Oh, my dad's ringing. I thought he said the word cracked and he didn't. He said they're well packed. Had a bit of a nervous twitch then. So we don't need these, because these, I think, go around these. We don't need those. If you were good at Meccano as a kid, I can see you being good at this. And people will be questioning, and I've got an answer, and a visual answer as well. Why are they using red pipe instead of wooden board? Because traditionally, brisket board would be a piece of wood, wouldn't it? Here, look at this. Here. So for us personally, this is why this works so well. Because we are getting Jersey cows, not black and white cows. Guys, can I come in a minute? So, as you can see, I'm being attacked by a cow right behind my hand. You're not getting in the cubicle with me, get lost. So as you can see here, look all the way along here, that is wood that has been chewed by cows. They absolutely love it, and none more so apparently than a Jersey cow. Can you stop trying to eat me? It's not even funny. I'm being eaten. Apparently I'm more tasty than wood. It's the same kind of reason they want all your tank rooms and everything clad properly so that it's easier to wash down. Dirt gets trapped on wood. Obviously, we do pressure wash it, but it doesn't always come up, you know, as well as possible. I'm naughty. I've been naughty. Roy is manoeuvring these.
There's always an opinion that you would be just fine to do without. The bathroom's always occupied, the fridge too full, the radio too loud. One is watching TV while the other plays a song. We can't do without each other, but we just...
Yeah, we'll carry 4, Roy. Not a bit of bother. They're heavier than what you think. This is really handy. So they've packed the cubicles themselves. Obviously, it's for stability and stuff when they're crossing the bloody Irish Sea, but they've packed the cubicles separate to the pallets, actually, which is brilliant. So really, we can cut these ones and separate the cubicles from the pallets and then lift these up and then use the pallets. It's just great, like absolutely great.
No place like home, no place like home. Just you and your own homemade, homegrown, no place like home.
So just gonna go and get the bobcat and pick that pallet up. They are looking happy, happy girls. Happy, happy girls in the sunshine.
My grandmother's great-grandfather bought this piece of land and worked it with his hands. 7 generations lying in that graveyard on the hill. And when we cross that river, every member of our family someday will. When the house gets way too crazy, I go there to get away. And standing in the silence, I can almost hear them say, no place like home, no place like home, no place like home, no place like home. Just you and your own home.
We don't actually need these yet, but we might as well put them on a pallet and take them over to the shed. Annoyingly, they're loose.
Homegrown, no place like home, no place like home, no place like home, no place like home. Just you and your own home.
Well, that's the neatest stacking did you ever see in your life. Randomly, someone, well, actually, it's just one of our friends had said, oh, you'll have got them for free though, did you? No, we didn't. Everything that you've seen has been bought and paid for. So the reason why we ended up going with these ones from Condon is because we got Mayo mattresses, which we really, really liked. Mayo mattresses. I like the product. I think it's a good product. It was actually Kaylee from Mayo that came and literally sold them to us because they were just, yeah, I just like them. Anyway, Nirvana from Mayo got us onto these cow comfort cubicles. So these here are like specified for jerseys. They're not just a smaller version kind of thing. Well, they are just a smaller version, but I'm saying they're not just like Holstein cubicles squeezed up. They are specified for jerseys, as is the size of the cubicle beds, the mattresses, the lot. So that is why we've gone with these, because they actually did research into the size of the Jersey cow. Now, originally, years and years ago, we always said, oh, what about if Rufus wants to farm Holsteins at some point, or whatever, or if someone else buys the farm, and they decide that they want to do something completely different. And we've made it hard for them by making small cubicles, because we know someone down the road who chose jerseys as a breed to fit the cubicles that they had, because they had, the cow kennels, the wooden ones, they had those. So that we wanted to avoid that situation. So we were like, oh, we'll make it so that everything can be changed. No, bollocks to it. If someone else wants to change, that's entirely their decision. And we shouldn't have to, sacrifice the standards that we wanted just to make it easier, possibly for somebody in the future to change. So yeah, that's why we've gone for specialist sized cubicles, and that's why we've ended up with these. How much do you reckon Roy is going to come on with his big size 9s in a second and upset my pallet? I bet he does. Expert packing, that is. Expert packing. I've just realised there's another one in front of me to do.
My grandmother's great-grandfather bought this piece of land and worked it with his hands. 7 generations are lying in that graveyard on the hill. And when we cross that river, every member of our family someday will.
We're just trying to save time for the builders. That was heavier than what I expected. What is in that? Rocks? I don't know what it is. Brackets or something.
No place like home, no place like home. Just you and your own homemade, homegrown. No place like home, no place like home, no place like home, no place like home. Just you and your own homemade, homegrown. No place like home.
So that's that job done. This is a Dean Dark trick, so we don't ruin the lifters like this here. Luckily we have several of them. What you do is you spray grease down the whole of your panel, and then you get the impact driver and you attach onto it just some threaded bar, and you go down the hole, and then it's perfect and clear, ready for you to put your lifter in. That's so clever. That is so clever. And they've got locking nuts on the top. That gun is aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Yes. Yes. Oh. We couldn't get the second one all the way in, so we're just taking it back out and gone again. Is it all the way in?
Yeah.
It's all the way in now. It's all the way in. Like, me and these lifters are just like best friends now. We've been having some moments over the last couple of weeks, haven't we, really? Between concrete channels and troughs and lids and panels and these are held in by 4 of these little, what they're called? Someone tell me what they're called. I don't know. My building and construction knowledge doesn't extend that far. What they're called?
What?
Them things there. There is a bag of them, isn't there? Pieces of metal with a hole in. Clips, cleats, no, clips, cleats, steadiers, I don't know. Lovely. If you were a chain and a shackle, that's the word. Well done, you. Oh, he's found it. He's found it. So much for being summer. It is freezing. Freezing all of a sudden. I'm putting my neck warmer back on.
Can't stress enough, you're gonna lose a little and it's gonna be tough. Hit the ground running with your super stuff. Get caught, get loose again. Everybody asking
Yeah, it does.
happening. Let them know about the refashion.
There you are. I'm driving because I'm not very confident getting out of the shed in one piece. Roy says I must fill you in on why we are taking panels out to put panels back in. So, I totally didn't even think to tell you this. These here, the new panels are 20 centimetres taller because the cladding that we've got was going to come down this far and there was going to be a little gap like that. Well, you know us, there ain't no gaps. So yeah, we're taking these ones out. We will reuse them elsewhere at some point. Well done. They're called wall panel brackets because I have boxes and bags of them here. Well, that cleared that one up, didn't it? Roy's literally changing the windscreen wipers because we've just been to brother Kyle, who has a garage, and he said it's an absolute rip-off. He was looking at some on eBay, genuine BMW parts and all that jazz. These ones, they were 60 quid on eBay. 60 quid. These were 23 quid, Bosch ones. What's so special about them having BMW written on them? Oh, Roy says I'm making the wrong point. He says he imagines that BMWs are actually made by Bosch. That's the point. I didn't get that point. I didn't get it. Oh, me and Roy are just running the Keenan down now because the troughs are finally empty. We've been waiting all day for those troughs to be empty because we don't really like putting food on top of food because you just end up kicking a load out and end up mucking it out yourself by hand, and it's a bit counterproductive. So yeah, just watching the Keenan down. Thank you very much for watching. I know the videos are a little bit thick and fast at the minute, and I am back up to near enough every day, which I didn't intend on doing, but to be perfectly honest, there's just that much going on that I don't want to make them too long. So thank you very much for watching. As always, I appreciate each and every single one of you. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and I love you long time, and I'll see you next time.